The question for today, or the topic is, does cardio kill your muscle gains, or does cardio take your muscle away from you? That's what we're going to get into. So on that topic, I've heard this my whole life. I was fearful of it myself when I was younger, when I didn't really understand what in the world to do. I actually had a guy a few months ago tell me the same thing. He's like, I would do cardio, but I don't want to lose my muscle. Um, I think it's safe to say at this point that cardio does not kill your gains as long as you're within the zone 2 realm, which is what I do. I prep for my whole contest doing zone 2 cardio, which is absolutely nothing. In zone 2, you're going to be looking for um, it's a pace where you can still have a normal conversation without getting winded, and whether it be bike or treadmill, either or, that's what I do. My heart rate typically doesn't get up over 105-ish on the treadmill, but I've been doing cardio 7 days a week for a long time. But I think it's safe to say here in 2026 that cardio will not kill your muscle gains, as long as you don't overdo it. Now, if you go in there and try to train your legs through cardio, then that might hurt you, fatigue you, and that's something that a lot of people overlook is the fatigue. So even though you might be pushing as hard as you can push, right, your fatigue level is going to bring your overall ability to push down. So keep it zone 2 and you'll be fine. Like a 30-minute walk. 30-minute walk every day is what I would do. I would separate it from my workouts by 3 or 4 hours. Morning or afternoon, you can do it post-workout, do it first thing in the morning, which is what I prefer to do. Just as long as it's 2 to 4 hours, non-conflicting with your workout, you should be fine. I made it my whole prep on doing just walking. Never ran. People were blown away by that. I don't do the what's the thing where you call it, sit and you pull it and push with your legs at the same time. Gosh, I can't remember. But I don't do anything like that because I'm scared that that'll tear my muscles down. Like I wouldn't want to ruin a back day for cardio, so I'll just do that. And then if I happen to have a leg day that day, then I might lower the intensity of my cardio down a smidge, not a lot, but maybe I won't go so high on my incline, which I typically only go to about a 4 if I'm really going. The worst thing you can do as far as your cardio goes is you will have to condition your body to cardio. You can't just hop into a workout with a seasoned gym goer. So why would you think you could just jump into doing all these cardio sessions? You can't. Not without tearing yourself down, which is why you see people, they'll hit the gym and they'll be jogging hard on the treadmill for 20 minutes. You might see them 2 or 3 times, and then you'll probably never see that person again. They'll vanish. And that's why, like, they overdo it, and it kicks their ass, which is what I used to do when I was young. So my idea of cutting was, okay, it's time to cut. So that means I'd stop eating food except for protein shakes, chicken breast here and there, didn't count calories, and automatically start running. That's what I would do. And I would get shin splints, and my legs would feel like they were just shredded and ripped apart, and that was my cut. And then probably after 2 or 3 weeks, I would lose, let's just say 10 pounds of what I know now to be glycogen and not true fat loss. And, I would be so weak in the gym, I would be so weak I'd be like, you know what, I'm done with this. I'm tired of being weak. Let's go back up. So I would go back to eating normal, which would mean I didn't know about maintenance, but going back up to normal calories meant adding pizza and hamburgers. That's what I did. And that's what I think a lot of people do, and that's where a lot of people get it wrong. So this is not a race, right? Cardio is something you should be doing for health, period. Whether you're working out, preparing for a competition, of course, or whether you're just trying to be better health in life, better bloods, better numbers, you can't beat the cardio. I mean, 20, 30 minutes a day. I would do 30. Build up to it if you have to, which you probably will if you're sedentary. And there's nothing wrong with that. If you change nothing else but walking 30 minutes a day, you may not change physically. You may not lose a lot of weight, but I guarantee you it's going to improve your heart and your blood, your numbers. It just is. Losing weight's a whole different ballgame. A lot of people, whenever they do any kind of activity, they feel like they should reward themselves. And, you burn calories. Your body doesn't really like to be lower than what its set point is at that time. You're going to be hungrier. So, will cardio kill your gains? Absolutely not. Stick to zone 2. Do it as much as possible, 5-6 days a week, 20 to 30 minutes a day minimum. And yeah, you will be fine. You will keep all your muscle. You ever wonder how dudes stay just jacked, like they got big muscles and they're lean? There you go. There you go. You keep your muscle, retain your muscle, always keep your protein intake the same, and start doing cardio. If you're doing cardio to trim down, different ball game. You're gonna have to pull in some. You're gonna have to diet as well, more than likely. And if you are doing it for health purposes, then you can just carry on doing what you're doing. Throw in the walking, and you're gonna be better off for it. Your blood work's gonna change drastically, and you'll be overall a much happier person. So that's it. Cardio does not kill your gains. Consider subscribing if you like the content. And yeah, we'll see you on the next one.